Hello everyone, and happy 5 years to Phasmophobia. So, we're already in game, but we will be seeing the lobby. There's a bit of a party going on in the lobby. But, as we left off, we were going to be heading into Sunny Meadows Restricted. And I think this is pretty fitting for the Phasmophobia birthday, because to me, Sunny Meadows kind of feels like the final boss of this game. But we are going into the Restricted to have a little bit more adventures. So, and of course it has to be a thunderstorm. Let me quickly look at this. Repel, Cleanse, then Firelight, and it's Lucy Johnson. So as we were getting in here, I wanted to talk about some of my early memories with Phasmophobia. So, it's not too loud. I've adjusted the audio so I can hear myself out in this rain, and it should be good for you all. But I wanted to say, once upon a time, for me, even though it looks like I'm pretty good at this game and I can go in here and not really get scared of anything, I am still scared of this game. But once upon a time, I would get all hyped up to play this game. I would boot it up, get all my gear, and get right to the door at Tanglewood. Imagine we're at Tanglewood. And I'd open the door, and I'd look into the darkness, and I'd just be like, nope, I'm gonna just go watch someone play this game. And every time I just could not do it. But finally, I believe when the Thermo zombie era began, that's when I got my confidence and actually really started playing this game. So I'm gonna kind of slowly go through here as I talk a little bit. So another memory, an early memory I have of this game, was walking into the original Ridgeview. And when you walk into the old Ridgeview, the kitchen was right there instead of the dining table. So I remember walking up to that island, and then I heard a giggle. And at the time, I had no idea how the game worked. I didn't know how any of the mechanics worked. So I didn't know where that giggle came from. And I just left again, and I just heard a door as well. I kind of want to get some lights on. Now, remind me, I have not played this map in a little bit. But I'm pretty sure on Restricted, we always have the breaker right here. Now, I heard a door. I don't think there's ever a hiding spot in here. It's probably, I mean, you could probably run in here and hide behind furniture, but you'd have to hope the ghost doesn't get all the way in here. Alright, but there's a couple of my memories. So, I did hear the ghost already. Now that way is blocked off. Oh, and we have a door. So I might talk a little bit more about Phasmophobia in a minute. But let me see what's going on here. Because I'm not used to the ghost being close to the entrance. Like, we don't have an actual hiding spot. I know hiding in here can be good sometimes. Let's just go ahead and see what we have, and it's the music box, not the greatest. Okay, are you in church? Look, I'm not the pastor here. This is pretty cool though. I'm gonna try and get up to you. Okay, so first ghost, back in Sunny Meadows, we get a chapel. I think I would always call this a chapel, but it's a church, chapel, whatever you want to call it. Okay, looks like we're dealing with a granny in here. So the main problem though, we don't really have any good hiding spots. Now remind me, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go that way. And during a hunt, this is gonna be locked. So, this kind of sucks. The only hiding spot I would have actually really gotten was the one in here. So I'm gonna have to just like hope I can run in here and hide behind this. This is gonna have to be my hiding spot. It's just back here, and hope she doesn't actually see me. I might have to just get all the way behind this chair or something. Well, I'll turn on a light. Part of me did want this, having a ghost near the front, but not having like an actual hiding spot really sucks. Now I could run all the way back there and hope the ghost doesn't see me, but that's not really gonna be much luck. Well, we have the lights on. I don't think I'm at too risk of breaking the lights. I did hear this door, I believe, or one of these doors. This doesn't even have a door. Oh, it does. So I heard one of these doors. So even on Restricted, I have had a good amount of ghosts in here. I haven't played this map that much, but I have gotten a lot of ghosts here. Now, I wish for activity. I think these do get counted once you found enough of them. They get marked in the book here somewhere. Now, let me make room. I guess I am the pastor now. So I'm going to make my room. I don't know. Is that a syringe? Some kind of needle? I'm going to point that at the door. Alright, I guess it's time to go bring in more equipment. But you know what, let's use this to as some time to talk about Phasmophobia. So, back in the day, Well, okay, let's start with this game. This game is obviously based on like real life ghost hunting, right? And I think that's one of the biggest reasons this game is so huge, is because it's so realistic for what it is. Like, there are other ghost hunting games that came out and just they've kind of dropped off and are like actually dead and don't have any players. But the reason this one sticks around is because it's so based on that real ghost hunting thing, and also because of the hide and seek aspect of this game. But when I was a kid, I did not watch Ghost Hunters because Ghost Hunters felt like too, I don't know, processed or too much of like a show. But when Ghost Adventures came out, I loved that show because it just was like a raw show, and it just was like three dudes going into a building with nothing but night vision, and it felt real. And like, me and my mom watched every episode of Ghost Adventures as they were coming out. So like, I remember one of the episodes was the Riddle House, and I thought that was like a later episode, but that was like episode 3. So I just watched Ghost Hunters or Ghost Adventures from the beginning. So that's a big reason why when this game came out, it was like, man, why didn't someone come up with this sooner? It's a lot of games are like that. I'm not saying ghost orbs either. Is anyone here? Maybe we should actually do a little bit of ghost hunting ourselves? Okay, I don't even get to see it. I'm gonna try and stay back. Did you just light that candle? That was a shadow ghost, so I knew it wasn't hunting. Is that EMF 5 from that? Okay, we're at least getting somewhere. So yeah, to kind of end that point, too much is going on. I'm just kind of like an OG Ghost Adventure fan, so that's why I really fell in love with this game, because it's like I got to finally play the show I always wanted to. For some reason, ghost hunting sure is fun. You know, it's kind of like Aliens, you want to believe. So that's why having a game makes it so fun, because it makes sure ghosts are definitely real in the video game. So yeah, that's why I always have just a pure love of this game, and for me, this game is just a game I feel like I could always play. Because sometimes you have more relaxing games, and sometimes this game goes a little crazy. Let's check the temperature. Okay, well at least we're like getting evidence kind of easily here. Probably time to put the book down. Now, the thing I hate about this room is there's no actual lights, and it's just all the candles. So we don't have a whole lot of light in here right now. Is that another EMF 5? It is. I'm not exactly used to that EMF 5 sound yet. Did you close the book? Oh, you did. Then you're banging on the keyboard. And the old piano. Well, I can't film any of that. Well, there are candles, but I'm afraid I'm losing my sanity here. Yeah, that kind of did what I wanted it to. Good enough. Alright, try and keep track of some of this. Now, close the book, so for once I can write that off. So Jin, Oni are twins. Could be twins, because some of the interactions have been far, but it also could be Oni. Now we saw the shadow ghost, and not the ghost airball. Got a couple photos. Shadow ghost, are you doing something over there? I think we needed a dots projector. Can it even be dots? Yes, dots for Oni, not orbs. So get dots, spirit box, and UV. Kind of want to get salt if I'm bringing in the UV. Because there's, she did touch a door, but not that many. Alright, I think I'm going to go get more equipment and maybe take sanity. Because we're going to do 3 good games here. That's what I tend to want to do, is 3 good games. I thought I heard a light switch. So maybe we can avoid getting hunted this game. And, well, oh god, okay, we're not avoiding that. Maybe we'll just survive with the incense. Okay, so something's gonna have to happen. Alright, let's just bring in more equipment, and I think I will focus on evidence first, and then we'll go through the media. Alright, we were down to 75 sanity. So I did go ahead and take 1. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time in here. I feel like we're gonna be draining sanity pretty naturally in here. Oh, but I have an idea. I was wondering where I was gonna put this. This might be the perfect spot. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and wait till this is straight. Right down the middle. Oh my god, that blood streak. I thought it looked like a silhouette of someone. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to come back with the salt. Unless we get lucky and somehow you touch that door. So the breaker has not gone out yet, correct? Yeah, breaker has not gone out. So it could be Jin. But it's been so active, it could be Oni or twins. Because it did something over here and then it was banging on the piano. So I don't know if that was the twin interaction. Well, this is the only thing left. We do have high sanity. Is anyone here? I just heard a door slam. What? I have my headlamp. What door did... And how are you slamming doors? Must have been this one. Is that the bone? Oh yeah, I forgot the bone might be around here. I mean, it's not. It could have been down that wing. Okay, well, you actually touched that door. I'm surprised. I was not expecting this. Can it even be UV? Alright, well, I'm not going to rule out UV, but I heard you touch this door, I think. I don't have the EMF to confirm that. But you know what? I want to test something. Did they fix this? Running? No, that still does not seem to be fixed. There's no way that's intentional, right? That you have to hit sprint again after you... It's only for one thing, also with object thrown, thank you. But you don't have to do that with any other item. I don't know why that hasn't been fixed. Alright, set that back up. Are you here? You're throwing stuff, so... You should be. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? I don't even think it could be dots. What could have been? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? It can't even be. Are you here? Oh, are you friendly? Are you close? Let me get this. God, that is the loudest creaking ever. I actually turned my audio down a little bit this time, and it's still, there's still a lot of loud stuff. I'm gonna rule out UV. Oni or twins. I kind of feel like it's Oni, but we've only seen one ghost event. Or actually, we saw two, and neither of them were the mist. Alright, maybe we'll get some more stuff in here. What do I have recorded? I could have recorded that door, and I was already putting the thing down. Are you here? Are you friendly? Lucy, where are you? Is anyone here? Maybe I stand right in the middle. Surely you're around here somewhere. Can you give us a sign? Are you here? You have to be really specific with this spirit box. Are you friendly? Oh my god, what is the timing on that? This is what you're trying to do, is kill me? I think I already have a ghost. Oh, I don't know what I have actually. I may have already taken a photo of the ghost, damn it. Yeah, okay, I got that. Please tell me you're not hunting. Oni, anyone? Okay, here's what I gotta do. I'm gonna get out of here, check my sanity, and try and bring maybe smudges now that we're getting attacked. I'm gonna try and save that for last. I think this is an Oni now. I want to leave, because that may have drained all my sanity. Let me check. Now, I definitely screwed up. I got it backwards. I got in the photo of the ghost already. I didn't have a video. Either way, the video stuff is going to be easier to fill in. We have a photo of the bone we can take. The only problem, if it's Oni, is it dots? Oh no, we got spirit box, so it is twins. We got the spirit box right at the end there. Okay. Spirit box, well, we can get the audio of the spirit box, but then it's going to be hard to get any photos of stuff, so I'm going to go for a perfect game, especially if I'm trying not to get hunted. Wow, sanity is pretty high. We'll go for everything we can. Since the sanity is still good, we can get a photo of the burned crucifix, but god, it's such a big room. Well, maybe we'll get a couple things to film. I want to do this all. We'll get motion sensors just to keep track. Now, I could just leave this audio and just try and do filming and stuff first. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it. Just try and get the filming stuff out of the way. Audio shouldn't be too hard, so let's just focus on one piece of media at a time instead of trying to do all of them. Now, I'm sure I'm gonna go in here with this salt, and it's gonna screw me over. So it's weird how, you know, as a solo player, I can only really work with one section. I could set up more stuff around here, but basically, oh man. Alright, I don't want to do too much here. I'm going to maybe put that right here. I don't like that my light got moved. Alright, but I want to move everything together where I can film it. make sure I have the camera, which is gone now. Oh no, I just moved it. Okay. See what I got on here. What is happening? Here, maybe here. Oh, and maybe I guess I could light that. Alright. Lucy, give us a sign. Now, I didn't take sanity. So it's not like we're at 100. Now, as you can kind of see, some of these lights I think have been blown out. Oh, really? I didn't even need to bring in my own candle. Usually when I'm in here, ghosts always just constantly blow out these candles. Like this, these are all out by now. But some of these are still going. Lucy, are you here? This is the problem with such a big room. Should probably actually be filming the salt. Is anyone here? Is it the wheelchair? I thought I heard like the wheelchair noise. I thought I don't know if they added that back or not, but last I heard they removed that. But I heard a weird squeak noise, and there was like a little lag spike, so I don't know if the game was loading something unique in there or what. Also, she shouldn't be roaming too much. Lucy, are you here? Nothing but the rain. Well, maybe I'll just go get more stuff. Since this is... Why did she do this? Door moved. Where even are you? Is this Shadow Ghost again? That's the problem with the Shadow Ghost, is if you're not shining a light, it's hard to find. But did I need... Why? What is the EMF going off for? Also, I think I can take a photo of the EMF. Let me drop this, because I don't need that anymore. Well, in case the ghost goes through the middle, maybe we'll put this here. I could just go back to the truck and try and get this media, but I don't think so. Yeah, man, talk about like an Oni. We haven't seen the mist once, but I don't want to. I don't really want to drain my sanity. No! Why do you do that? When you're over there. There's all these other candles you could blow out. Well, at least I am accomplishing... I'm gonna move some of this around. There's so many other candles. I am getting some video. Let me look. Door move, ghost, object thrown, shadow, ghost. That's a door, I think. So even with all the stuff I brought in, did you? No. I was gonna say, did you blow out the candle again? So I was thinking this might be a harder perfect game, but I can get an EMF photo, I believe. Are you like doing light switches over here? Maybe this is the light switch oh no. You're not like actually roaming out into this part of the hall. I saw my breath for a second, but I don't know if it's actually that bad out here. And look how dark it has gotten in here. I don't know I think some of the lights have gone out. Lucy, where are you? I wonder if that light switch was a far away thing. Alright, there. We have all video stuff. Now, I'm gonna... Oh. There, music box, ghost, EMF reading. Now, I can go take a photo of the bone conveniently over here. I'm hoping the ghost does not hunt while I'm sprinting over here. There. So the only thing I could get a photo of the ghost if we... Let's see, we have one ghost, so I can get any of the other forms. But if we need to, we could go for the crucifix. But maybe a perfect game is doable here. Lucy, you know what? I'm not gonna... I know I just said her name, but I'm gonna leave. There's still noises coming from there. I'm gonna leave if I can. start bringing in some smudges. See if I can run out of here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave my sanity low. But let me just check what it even is. Actually, it's alright, yeah. We're not taking sanity. We need to cleanse and then repel. But the only other thing is we need a photo and then the sound. So I kind of want 2 smudges. But I could bring 1 smudge and then a crucifix, which I kind of should do. To just make sure, I mean, at least it'd make sure the ghost won't hunt on top of me. But 2 smudges would make sure I'd get away. Alright, well, I'm gonna do the crucifix. Just in hopes of actually getting more stuff done here. I might end up just getting a photo of the ghost, but I could also just put the crucifix somewhere safer. Is there really no light right here? There's really, oh, there is a light. And where's the light switch? Oh no, is it right here? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna put this, I want to put it like right here. Oh my god, this is a weird placement. See, there's that mist form. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm just trying to also keep track of what I'm trying to do, because I have too many different things going on. Lucy, do you want to talk to me? What I'm actually going to do. I want to get the thermometer, actually. Kind of hate this, but we have the lights on. No. Oh, so does this count as a part of... Because both these rooms are cold. I don't know if she just moved her favorite room into the hallway, or if this hallway does count. Oh no. Okay, so this hallway definitely is her favorite room now. Alright. All the more reason to have that in the middle. So then what am I working with? I need a camera. I should probably get my light over here. I don't want to run. Need another candle, really. Get the motion sensor. I'm really paranoid. I'm gonna grab the camera. We don't need anything else over here, right? Grab the light in case things go out. Finally. Okay, so this does count as its own room. Part of me wants to... No! What the hell was... I'm going. Okay, I don't know why. Something was giving me the electrical feedback at the start of that hunt, and then I turned off. Maybe it was the light that was on the ground. Okay, so that's the thing. This is now a medium map, so this is going to be a bit longer of a hunt. But she can end up going down the wrong direction. She kind of did. I know I need to smudge, but we're going to try and keep that for last. I think what I'm going to do here is drop my smudge and sound recorder towards the hallway here. Go get that other crucifix, another smudge, and then maybe another candle to try and get the audio. Let's see. Man, those long hunts can be really dangerous. So let me get a couple lights on. I'm going to drop this here and here. I don't know where. I guess my other audio is up there. Okay, so yes, I'm not taking sanity. I'm gonna grab the other crucifix. Let me see. Oh, wow, as soon as it was in hunt range too. So I want the other smudge. We're gonna do this for audio, and now I want 2 smudges in here in case I get stuck. But at least now this might be an easier investigation. Okay, I can get the photo though. Part of me wants to just actually like put it here, which I'm going to. There, 1 photo. Photos are good. Grabbing this. So here's the audio, and I have 2 smudges. All unique here. All unique. Still need to do the objectives. There's the motion sensor. I can get the light on in here at least. Oh, okay. I mean, this gives me more time. It always does that when I'm not ready for it. Alright, here. I'm going to smudge just to give myself some time to get this audio. So there, that way it won't use up the crucifix, and it'll give me some time. Alright, Lucy, do you want to talk to me? This is probably burned up, but I guess we can. Lucy, are you here? It's so dark in here. The only light is on the map there. We have one audio. Lucy, please, give us a sign. You want to do another event? Is anyone here? Lucy, please. There's 2 candles to be blown out again. Oh, wish I could get the audio of that door, but I can't. I can't really do anything with you over there. Okay, that's something. Okay, perfect timing. I wasn't even sure I was going to get that. Okay, thank you, Lucy. That was the flame that time. I hear her walking. What? I heard footsteps from her. I didn't. Oh, I did put salt in there. Okay, finally. I had that salt in there so long I forgot to even put it down. Hey, look at that. All unique, all unique, all unique. I'm putting this back here. Turn this back on, please. So all I have to do is repel during a hunt now, because I've actually already done the other objective. And we have the bone, so maybe this first game can be perfect. Part of me wants to leave. I'm gonna go grab more smudges. Let's run. I want to grab more smudges and make... No! No! No, no. Come on. This game... Oh my god, I literally have nightmares about that. I actually hurt myself. I reacted so hard there. All I can do is hope she goes down the other side. I knew that was a bad idea. All I had to do was leave a second early. I hate that. Like, I literally have dreams where I'm trying to escape the house and then the door slams in front of my face. Good news is I don't hear her though, so she must have gone some other direction. I'm going to get the other smudges and then we're going to do this more safely. Ow. That was a little dangerous. But I don't hear her at all. So that's the good news, is she may have just gone down the other wing. So I didn't realize that can help you. I feel like if the ghost is in this area, you're just kind of screwed. But okay. Here's the last thing. I just want to make sure we have enough smudges to survive this. There's 3 we have. Well, there's 2 in my hand and then 1 more in here. Get all these lights back on. So it's only a matter of time now. I brought the other crucifix back here just to try and help me. So if she walks in here and finds my hiding spot, I'll have a couple of smudges, but on a medium map, even without it being a cursed hunt, it's still going to be so long. Alright, Lucy, that one's the burned up one. Shouldn't be too hard now. You know, I haven't heard the ghost enough, but I haven't really noticed if it's been faster. I gotta remember, if this is the twin, it could be faster, which I didn't notice earlier, but maybe we'll notice now. Lucy, are you here? Is anyone here now? How are you gonna hunt? And then just act like nothing's going on. I'm not using that music box. If I had a hiding spot, maybe I would. But I'd like to have a good first game here, so that way maybe maybe we'll, you know, do some crazier stuff on the other ones. If I have one good game, it gives me excuse to do some crazier stuff. Look at the creepy ass shadows. That's why I mean, you should have, you know, lights on for you can have for the tripod so you can set up your own lights and then there would be dynamic shadows and it adds a spooky factor to it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I was hearing the equipment on the ground. That sounds a little faster, by the way. Hey, wait, Lucy, please. Come here, Lucy. Please. I don't need you going the wrong way here. I hate that moment of trying to get around. I don't know if it's better to be back here. I feel safer behind the chair for some reason. Alright, that was the faster twin, by the way. Alright, so you do get the rappel, so you don't actually have to survive to get that one. I guess that's the key difference between escape the ghost and just rappel with incense. This ghost is still going. Alright, very thorough first game. Ended up getting a perfect game too. I didn't really expect a perfect game with the bone. I mean, the bone could have been in a really... This is still... It was a small map. So, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to find the bone if I actually went looking for it. But I'm never too worried about looking for the bone. I just want to get, like, all media and stuff. Alright, there's our first game. This is Thunderstorm, of course. So we're going to head back to the stat screen and we're going to be starting the party again. And it was the twins, and... Couldn't remember if I... Whoa, what is that money? Oh, right, double XP, holy shit. Okay, so we got tier 3 sanity and the tier 3 firelight, so maybe I will get those on. What do you mean? 2 times... Wow, so the final amount is then doubled. So, how does that even make sense? Would the final amount have been like... That seems like a lot, but it was a medium map. Either way, that seems really good. So double XP is something they've never really done yet. I don't think they've ever done double XP. I don't know if that'll be an anniversary thing or if that'll be like, maybe they'll do that for Halloween as well. Alright, that was a 30-minute game to start out. So I'm going to kind of show off the lobby here. Now you'll notice there's no music, but if you go over here, you can kick up the music. So, and there are little confetti poppers, so either way, we have a nice little party going on here and the cake and everything. So I figured we'd just see this when we got back in here from the first game. But either way, let's head back into another, and like I said, maybe now that we've had a good, solid, perfect game, maybe we'll end up doing more crazy stuff. I don't know, but let's just see what Sunny Meadows has in store for us. Well, that was a kind of jarring change to go from all the rain and the music to just dead silent here. There's no ambience from like Grafton or anything, it's just dead silent out here at the asylum. So Robert Rhodes, video of ghost, witness event, and then Paramic. So actually, oh, okay, okay, there's the breaker. So that means I don't exactly remember how the restricted works, but since the breaker's down here, yes, one of these is going to be the way to go. So let's just get in there again. It is very weird. There's just nothing. So this is how I remember Sunny Meadows though. Because every other map has the noise, right? That drowning noise. But this map is just dead silent. Now we don't have the breaker to turn on, but I guess I could get some lights. See, this is good. We actually have a hiding spot in here now. Get these doors open. So what I'll do, should remember to actually hit the light switches. So this is the strategy on professional. It's just to hit the light switches you want on anyway. I know I'm kind of running around, but there's no reason not to. We'll get these main lights on. I'll tell you what, we'll even walk down here or run. Now there is usually a hiding spot here, but I've died here a couple times, so I don't know. That spot is if you kind of have to, and there's even a spot here. So why am I getting so many better spots this time? Alright, well there are 3, is there not a light switch? There are 4 lights on now. I almost said 3, of course. Kind of want to look around. Oh, that was not the ghost, that was just some weird noises. Okay, so none of these are hiding spots. I guess I'm thinking of like the hiding spots from Grafton and Bleasdale. also want to look in these rooms for bones. And I really should go back up and just check the... Oh, there's no room over here. Okay. Well, looks like we're going back that way, but did I just hear a ghost? I swear, I just heard a ghost. I wanted to go back upstairs anyway to check the cursed item, but I swear I just heard a ghost throw something. It's actually really easy to hear stuff on this map. Maybe it was on the first floor, or the bottom floor. Alright, let's take a breath. Is there a bone in here? Yeah, usually the bone, I mean it could be out here as we saw, but usually it's going to be somewhere in one of the wings. So what I was hoping to happen was we get the center area here, because usually I've never really gotten the center area. I have had courtyard ghosts, those were terrifying, but I've never really had ghosts in some of the rooms around here in the center area. So it's kind of why I want to play restricted a bit more, just to have a chance of getting the ghost in that area. Well, there's the music box. I swear I heard one thing. Maybe we'll just walk into a room and we'll see the breath. Now see, like the bone could be anywhere in here. So that's kind of going to be my new, I don't know, what is going on? It's in the same spot. I'll take it. But really? Is that just like a pre-positioned spot? Maybe rooms do have like spots that the bone can go to. That was the exact same position. Okay. Well, if I'm not seeing my breath up here, if I heard something, I do think it was on the floor down. I don't think I actually would have heard something above me. So if we did hear something, I think it's going to be down here. Now these doors do not lock during a hunt, but that one, well this one would. So we do have hiding spots around here. I'm going to walk back in here. Is anyone in here? Actually, oh, it was Robert Rhodes. Alright. I don't know what my sanity is, but something I did kind of want to do. 4 or 5. I'm going to try and keep track of how many lights we have. We got the bone, other than the ghost maybe being in here. And this is the room that has all the writing, I believe. Okay, we're not going to go in there just yet. Actually, this is the door that would lock. This actually is a hiding spot. So way better hiding spot. If I don't... See, I think I just heard something again. So what I wanted to do was come in here with a smudge. But of course I kind of forgot about that. I'm going to play with the idea that my sanity's alright. If we find the ghost room... Oh, there are so many light switches. I'm going to turn off this light. I have the 3 on up top. And then this one, so 4. I just don't want to break the breaker. The ghost could also turn on a light. As long as we get this hallway light on. So am I going to get the classic ghost down here? Now, I don't think I've had too many ghosts in this specific wing. Yeah, that was something way down here. Now, no, oh, okay, really, I thought that might be EMF5, that's why I wanted to get over here. So, my normal complaint is that these hallways have so much trash thrown in them, and it usually, some of the hallways feel like it's very intentional. Like it's just a maze, like they intentionally set up for you to have a hard time getting through here. But, is there a light on? Is this light always on? That light must always be on, right? Yeah, the switches are off. Oh, nope. And then there goes the breaker. Okay. Well, I can loop the ghost all the way back here. But what I wanted to do is if I do get trapped in here, this is actually one of the better ones to get trapped in. Some of these hallways are annoying, but this one's not that bad of a hallway. There's a hiding spot here. I've been looking in these rooms for a hiding spot. You could actually go back there and loop the ghost and actually hide behind that table. So this is actually the best wing to get. So there was a room to hide in. All the way back there. Fuck, which one was it? It's this one. So it's actually, the last one you can go in has a hiding spot. Back there. Stuff has been thrown. We already have EMF. That sounded like a double touch. Is this twin again? We know twin could be MF5. So somewhere in this area, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my stuff right here. Drop my light. And I'm just gonna go back. Maybe this time we will bring the smudge, but the breaker has gone out. So that's the thing. If we get hunted in this section, that's why I was looking for hiding spots so much. But we need to have a room we can go in and hide in. But really, this, as I mentioned, this wing is pretty good because of the room at the end you can actually loop in and it's not a dead end. So I didn't realize some of these rooms make a big difference. So, okay, well, either way, I forgot. The breaker was down there and it's not up here. But either way, I'm going back to get stuff anyway. Except I'm going to have to walk back in the dark a little bit. So, how through all that? Sanity's kind of low. A little lower than I would have hoped. So, I'm just going to get back in with some standard stuff. Have the sanity up. So, I'm going to walk back in there and we'll hit the breaker on the way back. So, at least we know it's EMF 5 now, though. Okay, I gotta remember, I'm used to on Sunny Meadows oh, we turned this one off. Okay, I just have to remember on Restricted, the breaker can be in different spots. I always thought it was just in the spawn or like the entrance. So, I have 2 lights on up top. We have this one and this one, so that's 4. Should be pretty alright here. Now, I mean, this is an alright. We could run here. That's not a full-on hiding spot. But I guess this is best case scenario. We can run in here and we have a hiding spot. So on this end of the hallway, we have a room we can run in. On that end of the hallway, we have a room we can run in. And then we can even loop on the very back there. What I'm going to do, try and figure out what room is actually cold here. Don't need a thermometer to see my breath. Doesn't seem to be this room. It is so weird how quiet it is, though. So used to there being some kind of background noise. Alright, so it looks like we're working with this room. Go ahead and just scan for them orbs. I mean, this is also a hiding spot. Oh, I would like to get that recorded. I'm just surprised. In my experiences, that is loud, a lot of these rooms just don't have hiding spots. Like upstairs in those wings, a lot of those rooms, in my experiences, I just get dead ends and I just don't have spots to hide in. So, I'm actually okay with this wing so far. Just wish I had better lighting. I can use the night vision though. Now, not seeing orbs, which also indicates that this might be twins again. Because I heard 2 things happen, like the door touched and then something was thrown over there. That really seemed like a twins behavior. I'm gonna point that in there. Maybe I'll also do the same thing, because it's so dark right here. Maybe pointing it in will be the best. So these dots go all the way inside. And I had one more thing, didn't I? Oh no. I can't take a photo of that, but I could record it, but I don't have the recording. Well, I'm just gonna hope I don't lose my sanity to it. Alright, we saw that. Not an Oni. Gotta remember where my media stuff is, though, if I'm going to start recording. So, I normally don't like throwing my stuff on the ground, but in order to keep track of some of this stuff, I'm gonna have to put it somewhere. So we'll try and keep everything right here for now. Don't like how the light is out, so I'm gonna go back and hit that. I'm gonna try and play the best I can with high sanity. We got lucky with the EMF 5. See, look at these shadows again. I love dynamic shadows. I just love how flashlights play with the lighting like that. So we could get a photo if we get some kind of EMF signature. I think I was the one who threw that. I'm gonna have to get the thermometer to check for freezing though. Okay, well at least there's the photo I can get. So we already have a door moved. Record? Oh, that was the book again? So it's not the book. So really might be twins again. Alright. Part of me wants to go get more stuff in here. I don't really have much I can work with if the ghost isn't gonna show up. And I want to change that, but... Alright, let me actually see. It's Robert Rhodes. I keep forgetting. Robert, are you here? We do need to capture video. We're still looking for dots. We didn't get writing. It slammed the book. And I am not seeing ghost orbs anywhere in here. I am still seeing my breath in here, right? Yeah. Is anyone here? Dude, come on, you saw that. Why can't I record that? But it is always nice to talk to the ghost. Do I have... Dude, why can't I record this? Come on, Kinetic Games. We need a patch now after the Chronicle update to fix some of this stuff. Well, because this happened on Grafton where I tried to record some stuff and it didn't work, even though that was clearly a levitation right on camera. But he has been in the dots field. We're not seeing dots. Is that all the way over here? See, that's got to be that twin range. Because that's doing stuff so far away. Alright. I guess while my sanity is still high, I'm gonna go get more equipment to work with. Don't know why I did that. Also, as soon as I throw down my stuff, every time. I already had a door move. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Try and bring some evidence or something to work with here. Alright, I took a thing of sanity back up in the 90s now. So we're gonna work with evidence and see if I can get lucky and get media as well. Are we just dealing with freezing right again though? I have the rest of the evidence in here. I think this is twins again. Freezing, Janoni is the same thing. So, are you here? Is that a twin? Long range, are you here? Very friendly. Close. Really? I mean, it was pretty obvious. But yeah, twins. Hey, well, maybe we can get the audio for that. I didn't even do that last time. I forgot about. Alright, well, so much for everything else. Kind of need to just go get smudge or other media-based stuff. I mean, there's nothing really I can do now. Okay. Unfortunately, anything around here I just cannot record. Alright. I cannot remember this dude's name. Robert Rhodes. Give us a sign. I don't know why I don't just get this light on. Can you give us a sign? I'm gonna have to spend some time here doing something. I don't want to just go back again. Lights always flash? I guess so. Is anyone here? We had a couple missed events. That would count as filming the ghost, I believe. So the thing is, we actually already have 3 photos. We got the bone and the item, and then the EMF. Paramic, we might not be going for Paramic. So, I could try and get a recording of the ghost using the music box. That's not a horrible idea. But of course, if I do that, I'm going to get locked in here. Come on, Randy. Robert. Why can't I remember this dude's name? He should kill me just based on the fact I don't know who he is. Okay, unfortunately, yeah, this is a ghost that's not going to do anything while we have high sanity. And I guess, you know, hanging out in this terrifying hallway isn't really draining my sanity that much. Alright, I'm going to go get maybe something to record. We need a video. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be getting a perfect game. I mean, I could, and with the money, the double XP, I mean, I don't even need to be going for a perfect game. I'm going to be getting a lot of money anyway. So, maybe towards the end here, we'll try and do the music box. I wouldn't mind like doing the music box out here, and then having an escape route. But again, that's not really the most fun or the safest thing. So the safest isn't usually the most fun. So what I'm going to do, consider bringing the music box down there in a smudge. Because we just need a video of the ghost. We know it's twins. We could just try and do something fun first. And since we're not really getting media, I don't know. We'll just kind of wing it here. I got all my bills. Like, one of these is still good. I guess I can't pick up the ones that aren't good. Maybe I can. Yeah, like those two I can't even pick up the bottles. Okay, sanity is still alright. There's the EMF 5. Yeah, I kind of want to do something fun here. We had a perfect game. I'm going to go see if we can get a video with the music box. So I'm going to want at least one smudge. Could do the salt as well. I'm going to take 2 smudges just for safety. And then I'm going to walk down there with the music box. I'll take in the other smudge just to throw it in here. Now it looks like this ghost wants the breaker turned off. So I'm not even going to mess with the black salt because, you know, how that worked out last time. And also I didn't get the incense or the tier 3 firelight or the tier 3 sanity, which I could have upgraded to. I don't even really care too much about upgrading stuff, and now that we're getting double XP, I'm probably going to get through this level or this prestige pretty easily. Alright, so as we know, I'm going to get locked in here. So what I'll just do, I don't know, I hope this doesn't break the breaker. So this is not like the best hiding spot. I'd like to have an actual hiding spot, so screw this one. If we're gonna do this, let's do this right. Is there an actual hiding spot in here? No, it's just dead ends, of course. So we're gonna do the music box from this direction. We're gonna try and somehow take a photo. I don't know, I've never taken a video. So we're gonna have to go through the middle of this. And then in here, if we actually want a hiding spot. So what I'll do, should I leave? It doesn't really matter. I'd like to smudge before I get into the hiding spot. So I don't know. I'm gonna leave one here. Get this light on, if it even does anything. I'll have the other 2 smudges on me. And we're gonna go from that direction and try and film. That was probably the twin 2 interaction thing. So let's put the camera back here. Alright, now I'm going to go back and get the music box real quick. I hear that EMF 5. I have to admit, so far I am enjoying Sunny Meadows. At least they're restricted. I used to think this map felt pretty big, but I don't know, maybe after playing like Bleasdale, this map is still alright. It's pretty close quarters, even though it has some hallways in it. But here's something I've never done before. Usually getting a photo is easier because you can just take the photo and turn around. But I do think I'm going to have enough time to put the music box down, switch to the camera. That's why I want to have a smudge back there, because I'm going to have other stuff in my inventory. Let's be careful here, though. I still have about 80 something sanity, so I don't think I'm about to get hunted. Now you throw something. So really what I'm doing here, I'm going to be satisfied if I just get the video of the ghost, we'll get the 2 objectives, and I'm not even going to worry about other media. Let's just do this and see how much money I get for doing it with the double XP. We got the ghost right. We're going to get 2 of the objectives and some media. We got the bone. So I think we'll still make a lot of money. So let's just focus on doing something crazy here. But the thing is, I mean, I'm only going to really need 1 smudge. So I'm going to have 1 smudge in my inventory. I'm going to turn off my light. I have 1 smudge. I'm going to need this. So what I'm going to need to do is place this, and then I'm going to need to pull this out. So if I do that, place, pull out. Okay, here goes nothing. Alright, Randy Rhodes. Let's see what happens. Oh no, oh my god, that was so quick. I'm gonna just smudge him right there. I don't know if there was a door. Grab the other smudge. If he sees me go in here, I'm dead. I might be alright though. Oh my god, I was not ready for him to be right on top of me, but it's alright. I think this is slightly slower. Yeah, this is the slightly slower one at least. I don't think that would have mattered before the hunt. But okay, The Chronicle update has added some cool stuff you can do. I love the dynamic of, you could do that before and get a photo of the ghost, but now that you have to record the ghost, it's even more fun to do something like that. Alright, at least I did do something crazy here on Sunny Meadows. This is now a cursed hunt though, but he doesn't have any idea I'm back here. So I will say, one of my problems with this map was the wings. By wings, I mean the different hallways. Like, this is the bottom left wing, is what I'd call it. But this hallway felt alright. There wasn't really a bunch of junk in the middle. There was, but it felt natural. It didn't feel like some of the hallways upstairs, they feel like an obstacle course that were just intentionally designed to get you killed. And I didn't feel natural, and that was just the kind of problem I had. But this, I had a really good experience in here. I don't have a problem with like what's in the hallway. Everything feels natural enough in here. And you could have the loop down there. I'll tell you what, bud. I'm gonna smudge again just in hopes. I don't know what my sanity is, but let's get out of here. We have the double XP. So the thing is, we're gonna get really rewarded for doing this crazy stuff, and we don't have to also get a perfect game on top of it. We're gonna get a really nice reward just for doing this. So okay, I don't know if we're gonna get hunted again, but I think I can get out of here. So if the door slams on me again, you'll know. Okay, yeah, it didn't slam on me, but we are dealing with another hunt. Well, I guess I did drain enough of my sanity to be in hunt range. Also, this is terrifying. But we're gonna sit here one last moment. I can hear the fountain outside now. So, I guess I could talk about that. So on this map, when the breaker is on, it actually turns on the fountain outside. And kind of like also in Point Hope, if you have the breaker on, it turns on the lights leading to the truck, which is something I wanted in more maps. And I wanted that in high school. And there was an old screenshot on the Steam page. I don't think it's there anymore. But you could see a screenshot of high school, and the lights outside were on, and you could actually see outside. But at some point, I think they decided they just wanted high school to be dark, and that idea kind of went to Point Hope. Please let me out. But I like the idea of there being more maps where if you have the breaker on, stuff outside is affected by it. Oh my god, this is the cursed hunt on a medium map. It just goes to show I don't play medium maps enough. And now there's a couple medium maps that I'm actually kind of good at. I feel confident enough in this map, even if we got stuck in one of those, hallways or the corridors or wings, whatever. I feel like if you have a smudge and you have a hiding spot, you could be good enough. But we got kind of lucky. Well, alright, there's our second game. Let's see how much money we made just for doing a couple objectives and getting the ghost right with this double XP.
Welcome back.
Alright, weird that we get twins twice, but the Media 40 and Bone 35, so still 2,700. That double XP feels really strong. I guess because it's just double the final amount. So, either way, I don't think there's really too much. It was in the morgue. Morgue? That's not where we found the bone. Bone was in the hallway, wasn't it? Maybe something's weird with the bone spawns on this map. Weird, because I was not in the morgue. It was in the hallway, remember? Anyway, well, we're back at the party, making some money here. So yeah, this prestige should be pretty good.
I've got some jobs ready
Alright,
for you.
let's do one more game. It looks greener than it did last. Oh, it changes color. How did I not even notice that? I noticed it was the dots, but I didn't realize it was actually fading through the colors. It's just kind of like, oh, it's kind of just fading out and going back to green. Well, either way, let's have one more party here at Sunny Meadows. I don't know really what's going to happen. I don't know if we're just going to go crazy, but let's just have some fun here. Okay, it looks like I got what I asked for. Because the breaker is in the center courtyard, which means the ghost is going to be somewhere in here. Well, that's good, because I don't have to deal with the hallways, I don't have to deal with going downstairs, and I do have to deal with this courtyard again. It's April Barton, Sanity, photo of EMF, and then 2 sounds. So this is where I would like to have a nice game, and it also is a windy night. But if we get a cool room here, that I've never had a ghost in, I would like to have a nice game here. Alright, get the light on. I didn't hit this last time. I'm not going to worry too much about the bone again. Don't have the hiding spot here. I wish there was a potential hiding spot in here, but I think I've only ever had the ghost in this room one time. Now, I think for the sake of it, I guess we'll get that light on. And just to get the photo, is it gonna be the music box again? No, it's the voodoo doll. I don't think I'm gonna really be able to use that to find the ghost. Am I hearing weird noises already? Alright, let's start our journey. That didn't take long. What? Back that way? Was it the breaker maybe? I think that was probably the breaker EMF. Alright, I need a photo of this. Okay, ghost. I do kind of remember having some ghosts in this area. I remember when this map first came out, kind of having ghosts around here. So you could run in here, but this is not a guaranteed. This spot could have some boxes blocking it, but it's not the best. But since we don't have any of the doors blocking us, this is why I like this section so much. Because you're not going to get locked out of areas. You have free reign to run around this whole loop. So yes, no. The light wasn't on, so I thought the breaker was out. Let me go hit the breaker. I'd like to get this hallway light on. Ooh. What are you doing down here? You messing with these books? Are you blowing out candles? I'm hearing something. Alright. Going through this. I haven't been here in a while. But I know the breaker's over here. And I remember these shovels. I think these shovels are on other maps now, but they have a unique sound. Okay, well that's not what I was thinking it was. I have to admit, see, I haven't played this so much, like I don't even remember there being these benches out here. I just remember it being like that side. I guess I thought it was more like just with these benches, but there's actually like picnic tables out here. And there's even like more foliage in there than I remember. I don't know. Maybe they did redo some of this stuff. But you never have a light out here, so hard to tell. Okay, getting back in. I want to get this hallway light on. Where's the light switches over here? I didn't think I was going to need this light switch because this light does not come on. Do we... I don't understand. Every time I hit the breaker, I don't even look if the light is green or not. I just assumed it was off. So, he may have turned the breaker on. But I thought I turned that light switch on in the lobby. Okay, apparently at some point he did turn the breaker on for me. Breaker's on. I love how I do that though. I just assumed the breaker was off. Okay. See you again. Just take my sanity. It's probably a bad idea. Now, there's still no light on in here. I'm pretty sure the hallway cannot be a room. I don't understand. What? This light is on. Did she break the breaker again? As I was leaving? I've never seen a ghost so angry with the breaker. We're probably gonna get hunted. And I'm running. I want to walk in here and see if I see my breath. Okay. At least we have a room with the breath. But as for every other direction, like I can cut through here. That's why I really do love this middle area, because you can actually cut through areas, you can actually run away. What is going on here? Okay, red light means on, correct? I had that light switch was on. Did she break that light somehow? That breaker has to be on now though. So why is the light not on in here? I guess all these lights, I mean, it's working. It's just none of these lights. She is blowing out the candles on the other side of this wall. I keep hearing it. Okay, so this light switch is just pointless. You sure there's not a way to turn on this light? Oh, this light switch. See, there, I knew this light looked like it worked. I knew there had to be a way to turn it on. Okay, well, we've done just about nothing so far, so I'm gonna go get more equipment. At least we have a photo of the ghost, though. I'm gonna turn off this light switch. At least we figured out the breaker situation. Alright, after all that fumbling, I'm gonna go get maybe just equipment, or like evidence equipment, but I'll also check my sanity. Well, sanity was down in the 60s, so I went ahead and took one. This ghost is very active, so I haven't seen, it could be an Oni, I haven't seen the mist, and we've seen a lot of events, or at least one. It feels like a lot. I think the ghost has been doing a lot of stuff around us. Well, this room is not that exciting of a room. I think you can go back here and hide. Wow, that is a hiding spot technically, isn't it? So once again, I didn't really look at the first place. April, sanity, we have the EMF and then 2 sounds. April, are you here? I just cannot get used to the silence. You just get used to that sound from every other map, but for the Sunny Meadows, they were just like, nope, it's gonna be silent. Alright, we are dealing with ghost orbs. Let's look out for Mimic. Do you want to do anything for me, April? I know I took sanity, but maybe we can, oh man, I was gonna say maybe we can put this on the ceiling, but we cannot. Maybe we'll just put it back here as far as we can and point it into the room. And wait for that to get into position. That should be good. Is that a bang on something? What are you banging on the door on the floor? I don't think you're banging on anything over here. There's no windows to be banging on. That'd be cool if you could bang on the door though as it was down. That'd be a cool spot to get fingerprints. You could still get a fingerprint on a door that's not even working. Alright, April, I really need something from you here. I don't like that dots at all. Some problem with these rooms though. That's why it would be nice to put it on the ceiling, but at least on this map it makes sense because the ceiling's so far up. But on the other maps, there's a couple maps where you really should be able to put that dots in there. Well, I feel like this is the smartest idea, because at least if she roams in or out, I might see her for a second. All I need to do is at least see the dots as they happen. April, give us a sign. Oh, okay. Didn't even have to finish asking for it. I even got to film it. So writing, Revenant Mare They. If you don't mind, I'm going to turn that light on just in case you are a mare. And we can take a photo. So it's nice when stuff like that works together. We got writing, shadow, ghost, and then we got the writing as well on the video. So sanity still needs to be going down. Maybe we will go for a perfect game here, because I don't usually have ghosts in this area, so I want to spend some time here, and maybe we will end up getting hunted. Even though we don't have a hunt objective, probably still will end up getting hunted. Alright, we have high sanity. I'm going to go bring, let's see, spirit box, dots. We already have dots. It's not going to be EMF 5. Are you blowing out more candles? Yes. It's not on Rio. Alright, can't be UV. It's either going to be freezing, spirit box, or dots. So let's get spirit box, freezing, and then maybe something to film in here, or maybe a smudge just for my own safety. Well, I just said screw it. I went ahead and got the sound recorder, because we haven't been recording enough sounds. And since I was blessed with this open area, I guess I'm going to maybe utilize it instead of, using a smudge. If we get hunted, I'm just going to book it and hope somewhere on the other side there is a place to hide. I do remember, running in there once and hiding. Oh, what? I can't record the sound of that. Alright, so the thing is, the light is on in here, it just does nothing. Part of me wants to... Is that good or bad? Oh no, are you kidding me? Of course, I get the best area. The thing is, if I get away from the Revenant, I'm good. But the Revenant might actually catch up to me if I run away. I'm gonna keep the photo on me. So you aren't here, are you? I need to just make sure. Ghost writing, freezing. Since it's writing, I believe it's not going to be mimic. So, April, do you want to talk to me? Apparently you do. Okay, there's one. So, now we're getting the ball rolling. Just need one more photo. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some weird stuff. Oh, okay, I guess I'm not gonna get that lucky. I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna be able to record the sound of that through the wall, but I guess it doesn't make too much sense to be able to do that. I don't know if I just didn't have enough time there, but I may have been able to do that. I'm gonna keep the camera out in case you show up. April, I had to think about the name again. April, are you here? Is anyone here? Are you friendly? Are you close? That's the problem. Maybe if I turn off the light. Well, you're not a mirror. I don't know if that would ever actually change anything. But maybe the ghost will be more active with that light switch off. Still need one more sound with the recorder. Wouldn't hurt to pull it out and see if we're getting something. Is anyone here? Is anyone friendly? Are you here? Let's just check. Okay, you're not roaming. I don't really need to turn any of the stuff off. Are you here? Well, I have to go in this room to get it. Now, are you roaming in here? What are you doing in here? There's the two sounds. Now you're doing stuff. I don't know if you're doing stuff through the wall. Oh, that sucks because you can't really help that. Alright. Let's try and take a moment here. What is the EMF giving me? I think I'll go back and get a smudge. Maybe a crucifix. So we're gonna have to lower sanity. We might also play with the voodoo doll. So, okay. I am gonna go for a perfect game, but I'm also gonna do some crazy stuff. Let's get a smudge, a crucifix, and maybe we'll bring the voodoo doll over here. Try and lower sanity, try and get the last photo from the crucifix, and we don't have to get hunted, but I would like to get hunted just to see what happens. Also, maybe in that time we can get another sound. Is there anything going on? One last try. April, are you here? Okay, I'm gonna go get some more stuff, and maybe we'll bring the voodoo doll over here to get some interactions, and also maybe get killed. But once again, I am bringing in 3 things. I'm gonna leave a smudge here. Now, against a Revenant, I don't know. Like, all I could do is just run in here. I would like to get all the way around to the other side. Let's take a look over here. Dude, something's definitely weird here with this bone. I'm not one to ever submit bug reports, but that's 3 games in a row and the bone has been right here. And we'll have to check at the end, but I could get a photo of that. Some strange behavior. Well, let's get a light on over here. And oh, see, we have a hiding spot here. Okay, we at least have a hiding spot. But if I need to, I wouldn't mind running all the way down here. No, I think that's going to be the same thing. The light switch is going to be down here, because this is the other entrance. But what about in here? Yes, this is another hiding spot. I remember running in here one time trying to hide from the ghost, and I don't think I was lucky enough to get away. But yes, this is a room that I'd like to have the ghost in. I'd like to, I've never had the ghost in here, but at least we can run here for a hiding spot. We have in there for a hiding spot. So the only thing is, if I'm going down this long straightaway, the Revenant might see me. But I can break line of sight off some things. So we'll see what happens. Now, that's the thing. Where do I leave the smudge? I'm gonna leave it here. So I don't know if I'll be able to grab it. Now, I know I could get the bone photo and all that. I'm not gonna worry about it because I wasn't expecting to find the bone in the same place again. Let's pick up you though. So in order to lower my sanity, we are gonna try. Now it would be good to do some other stuff first. Let me drop the voodoo doll here. I have my smudge. And this crucifix has to be all the way in here to cover the room. I'm gonna cover the whole room with it. So if she hunts from out here, we're screwed, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so since I'm prepared, I could lower my sanity a little bit, but before we just jump straight into that, can I get another recording? April, are you here? The thing is, if I go for a recording, I'm not gonna get an audio recording from the voodoo doll, I don't think. Okay, let's play it a little dangerous. I'm gonna pull a pin. I'm gonna try and stand back here. I'm gonna pull a pin, and at least try and use it to just lower my sanity and maybe get more vents. Okay, I didn't hear anything. That should lower my sanity a little bit. Try and get some more activity. April, are you here? There's no way these rooms count as the same room, right? I think she's just doing stuff through walls. Not seeing my breath in here. April, please. Should have brought candle, thank you. She actually heard me because I was speaking to her there. And that's a whisper, not talking. So it's not a duplicate. Still going, huh? Okay, so there's an objective. Maybe two. What? Oh my god, that should have been whispering. This ghost is trolling me. Alright, well, you know what we gotta do now? We just gotta pull another pin. Alright, try not to use all my sprint. There's a little more sanity. Fortunately, I'm not able to film any of this. Also can't get an EMF 5 recording. Can you give us a sign? Alright, I guess I'm gonna pull another. I'm gonna waste my sprint getting over here too. I don't know how I'm getting this lucky. Part of me wants to just see if I can get the crucifix to burn. And this is not a very easy, perfect game, Ghost. Well, we got the second recording. Tell you what, I'm going more so for objectives now. And we got a couple oh, we did good on media. That's gonna make us a bonus, especially with the double XP. The only thing I'm going for now is average sanity. I'm going to pull this all the way back here to protect me from anything. So, got the smudge. Let's see if we can drain that sanity. I'm just gonna run. Oh, I'm going in here. What? She sees me? How? I'm gonna try and make it to my hiding spot. How did she see me, by the way? Oh, I love Revenants. So I walked out there so far away, and she saw me, so she booked it to that location. I love that that's how Revenants works. When she saw me at that location, so that's why she was running. I explained it myself. But yeah, if a Revenant sees you, it will book it to that location. But when she got here and didn't see me, she slowed down. Oh my god. I'm starting to really fall in love with this game again because I kind of didn't even realize Revenants were like that. I thought it was just as soon as they didn't see you, they'd slow down. But I wanted that to happen. I wanted to walk out there in the hallway, and I wanted her to see me to see if she would run after me. And then she reminded me of how Revenants work. Alright, well that was an awesome thing. Now, I'll tell you what, we can get hunted. I'm gonna grab my camera, we still have a smudge. I'm gonna grab my camera, take a photo of that bone, grab it, and try to escape. But I don't know if we're going to. No, I don't need to touch that voodoo doll. I'm gonna grab my big light, have my smudge, grab the camera now. We're gonna walk. And so much nicer though with this tier 3 flashlight. Did I hear another? I'm gonna close this. I thought I heard another candle getting blown out. See, is that on? No, it's not. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know if you're having the same experience on this map, but for some reason the bone seems to spawn right there every time. I'm gonna try and remember to check at the end. Can I go through here? Yes. So, alright, I'll tell you what. God, how many times do I do this? We have one smudge. Yeah, it's hunting. I'm gonna see if I can find her. She's hunting right now, by the way. I'm gonna see if I can get her to see me. Either way, she should have detected me from that, right? This is ridiculous. She might be crawling. Please, 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 please. Why did I do this to myself? Oh my god, I'm alive? I'm alive! Get me in here. Okay. See, that's why I need to stay behind and try and do something fun. Not only is that ridiculous, but that does make you better at the game. I mean, it's terrifying. But at least I can prove I can perform under pressure. She is still going. Why am I doing this? I do that a lot though, where I say I'm gonna leave and then I just convince myself at the end to do something stupid. But hey, this time I deserve to get out of here because at least I survived. A Revenant just... She didn't slow down. That was the thing. I thought she'd slow down, but as soon as she walked into the room, she was still full speed. Please let me escape. Okay, well, the celebration for Phasmophobia's 5-year anniversary continues, so it's not like we're not going to stop the celebration. The event goes on for a while, so we have a little bit of an event here before Halloween. So theirs was Sunny Meadows restricted though. So like we have been saying, we're still going through the medium maps, and then we'll come back to the full version to end this. So like I said, it's kind of the final boss. But we will be coming back to Sunny Meadows somewhat soon to do the full version. So I don't exactly remember the next medium map because, like I mentioned, I do have it written out what maps we're going to visit next. But I don't remember the next one. It's either Maple Lodge or I think it's Maple Lodge next. And then I believe the last one we're going to do, the last medium map, will be Prison. Now there's a Revenant, 3000 XP. Yeah, during this event it's going to be really fun to do some crazier stuff and not really worry about a perfect game and just kind of use this as the time to learn stuff like smudging a Revenant or getting a video recording with a music box. So yeah, servant's room too, so something's weird going on with that bone, but odds are they probably already know about it. But alright, here's just beginning. I don't remember if it said somewhere how long in-game the event lasts. Got all these balloons, but still need to go through some of these at some point. That's another thing I wanted to mention. I almost forgot about it. But tomorrow is Wednesday, and the weekly is the Deja Vu Weekly. If I can find it. It's in here somewhere, maybe. It's a challenge. I'm looking for the word weekly. But it's the Deja Vu Challenge. So maybe for Weekly Wednesday, maybe Weekly Wednesday will come back and we'll do this one. And then we'll come back to the medium map. So maybe tomorrow we will be doing the challenge. Because we haven't done a weekly challenge in a while. And it would be nice to get back to Tanglewood and have a little bit of break from the medium maps. But this is still the Deja Vu, so there's not going to be sprinting. It's going to be pretty classic. So I should do this for Weekly Wednesday tomorrow. So I think we'll be doing that next time. And then we'll be continuing doing the medium maps and maybe doing some more crazy stuff for the bonuses we're gonna get because of this event. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.